Hey guys, Dakara here and welcome back to my channel, and today we're on season 5 episode 7 of Angel. I believe the last one was the wrestling episode, which made Angel rethink the whole prophecy aspect, so that was quite interesting. Personally, I'm hoping that we get some exploration of that, but also more to do with Spike and this new version, even if it's him just accepting that this is it. Just more Spike all the time, please and thank you. I'm genuinely enjoying this season though. Just want my Cordelia back. But other than that, definitely loving it. So without further ado, let's roll that intro and get stuck into this episode. Here we go.
There's no better business bureau for what we do. Customer complaints are dealt with through killing.
Oh, that's nice.
If I'd known this was going to be a seminar.
It's Wesley.
I agreed to meet with your distributor, Emil, not your muscle.
They're assistants.
This is a waste of time.
Please, please. My distributor is simply cautious. He'd like me to verify the merchandise before we move forward.
What merchandise is this gonna be?
Now, who is this?
My muscle.
There is a modification of the TS-113 sniper rifle.
You're making me so hot right now.
Turned on by a woman holding an enormous gun. What a surprise. Eliminating the need for conventional ammunition.
Wolfram and Hart has 200 units ready now.
And your boss doesn't mind selling this exciting weaponry to someone like me?
As long as it doesn't show up in LA. You'll get nothing until I meet with your distributor.
Call this number. To think, I used to sell this guy collapsible swords. Almost next week.
No one double-crosses me!
What hit that guy? Yes, thank you, Wesley. I'd love a gun.
Don't want any...
What in the world? That's not Gwen, right? It's not gonna be... No. It's a dude. It's definitely a dude, right?
Fred. Fred.
Has she been shot? Oh my days. Did he really just put a tissue on a gunshot wound? Or a hanky?
She could have been killed. What the hell was Fred doing there in the first place?
I needed someone who could explain the weapon convincingly.
And so conveniently, the only person who could go with you was Fred.
What is
She
that?
shouldn't have been there. It was a reckless decision.
Feel there was no reason to
We
think.
found her bleeding to death.
This is
You cleared it with me
tense.
before using any of my people.
Your people?
Got it?
Kinda hard on him, weren't you?
Well, she could have...
Been killed.
Is this because of everything that happened with Cordy as well?
Could it be there's another reason you're getting so mad at him about this? Stealing your son, for instance?
Oh, she knows all about that, okay.
You don't trust Wesley, do you? He did turn Connor over to your sworn enemy,
But he thought he was doing the right thing.
even if he doesn't remember any of it.
That's got nothing to do with... I just want to be kept informed.
Are you worried about the next time Wesley betrays you?
Pushing some buttons there, isn't she?
Apparently there's some concern about where that grappling hook's been.
Oh, it was a hook, not a gunshot.
I should have done a better job protecting you.
Do you realize how patronizing that sounds?
I just meant you shouldn't have been there in the first place.
That's not for you to decide.
Yes, it is.
You're blaming yourself because poor Fred got hurt, coming off like a self-pitying child.
Hello, Father.
Well, I wish I was your father. I'd tell you to grow up.
It doesn't work.
What are you doing here?
Been a while. We've only heard him over the phone.
I should let you two catch up.
Wesley's looking at her like, don't leave me.
You and I have business to discuss.
Of course.
The remaining former Watchers, myself included, have decided to reform the Council.
Okay.
You saying the council wants me to come back?
There are some who believe that your tenure as Watcher ranks as our most embarrassing failure.
Bit harsh.
I beat out Everybody dying in an explosion as most embarrassing failure.
Little respect.
I mean, you need to give respect to get respect in return.
Take you back, pending my assessment.
I'll save you the trouble. I'm not interested.
The council are giving you a chance to clear your name. Our name.
But I'm perfectly happy where I am.
So this is the haven of evil, is it?
Not anymore. This isn't the Wolfram.
Oh!
What is going on? What was that?
Under our control, this firm's becoming a powerful weapon. One that I think can make a difference. We take our work here very seriously.
I didn't know you had a younger brother.
Lorne, this is my father.
Look at you. It's like Winston Churchill and a young Richard Harris had a beautiful love child, which, according to my sources...
Gunn, this is my father.
It's an honor. Hey, listen, the lab called for you. They're working on RoboCop upstairs. Need your help.
RoboCop?
We had an encounter with a cyborg last night. Would you like to come along?
If I'm not aware.
No.
Said through gritted teeth.
Was it human?
The nervous system seems human at least, but the rest of the technology is so foreign to us we can't be sure of any.
Ew.
So you're not ruling out that a human being could have boffed a robot? Sex with robots is more common than most people think.
Spike would know.
Hey, did you?
Sorry.
So far, we haven't had much luck decoding the encryption.
That was a long look she gave Spike there then.
I'd like you to meet my father, Roger Wyndam-Pryce.
Oh, I thought Wesley was grown. Some sort of greenhouse for dandies.
Spike. We've met. Killed 2 of my men before you escaped.
How have you been?
Oh, God.
I'm Angel. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, he's not going to like him either.
I heard we could be of some use.
We were just going over the autopsy.
Everyone's walking on eggshells.
We found a series of symbols we haven't been able to decipher. Could be a bomb.
Well, let me help you with that.
Knox kind of reminds me of like a mix between Addy and Hodgins in Bones. Like Zack and Hodgins.
He's a genius when it comes to languages.
Oh, the Academy didn't make him head boy for nothing. Mind you, as I recall, the pickings were a bit slim that year.
Oh, parents like this get on my pip.
I'd say early Morassian, in fact. Prepare some sort of effective counter-spell.
What did you just do?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, I just activated the bomb. Get everyone out of here. We have to evacuate the entire building.
What the hell am I worried about?
Stay with the bomb, try to defuse it. It could be our only... What did you do?
These symbols were, in fact, Deutrovic in origin. These symbols spell out the proper procedure for handling the cyborg's power core. Quite simple, really.
Oh, this is an absolute mess.
When Percy here was younger, he used to be known as Head Boy.
Yeah, I already knew that.
I have nothing else to report.
I accidentally tripped the cyborg self-destruct mechanism. Luckily, my father was there to correct my error.
Where is he anyway?
Lauren's keeping him entertained.
And Judi Dench starts screaming, "Oh, that's way too much to pay for a pair of pants."
Come to think of it, that's probably not the best idea.
Oh, this is jokes. I love it.
Yeah, well, your father's visit just rattled you.
Find it hard to think straight when he's around.
Came from your department, reports of assassins that sound a lot like our cyborg.
Sounds like they're doing our work for us.
These are good guys?
I don't know. I was hoping to enlist your expertise and some research.
Would you excuse us?
Oh, this is so awkward. I can't. It's making me uncomfortable. I have like anxiety through Wesley's anxiety.
Winifred, she seemed to like you. Does she know how you feel about her?
I'm really not going to discuss this with you. You want to talk about me? The last girl I was with, I had to chop into little tiny pieces because a higher power saw fit to stab her in the neck.
You don't want to discuss it?
Nope, that actually happened, my guy. Well, took the neck.
The Saitama Codex.
What did you just do?
I use them to call forth material in our archive.
Do you realize how dangerous these books are?
Well, in the wrong hands, of course.
So you have them displayed?
The most powerful items in my department, I keep secure in a vault.
Well, I hope your vault is a little safer.
The books are safe where they are.
So tense. That's a lot of robots you've got there. Ninja bots.
You can't seem to keep your eyes off me. You've been very keen on what I've been doing lately.
I have also noticed this.
There's more to you than you're letting on. I figure I'm trapped here for a reason, and you're part of that reason. The amulet that did this to me, Wolfram and Hart gave it to Angel. Gotta assume they meant to make him a ghost, not me. So why am I here?
Who said the amulet was meant for Angel?
I know what this is.
You'll never take me to hell for me!
Oh, well, that's just something I say.
When he gets stuck.
Lost power, communications.
Can somebody please shut off the...
I think that means we lost security, too.
Get security online. I need to know if this is a false alarm.
I'm thinking it's not a false alarm.
We should... Down!
I keep jumping.
Father!
I had attack priority.
Are you kidding me right now?
We should get moving.
That thing went straight for the templates when he burst into the room.
Grab the books.
Can we trust his dad?
Elysium.
Like, he's showing him the vault right now. I feel as though this is sussy.
Well, I think we should contact the others.
Find out to what extent.
I knew it. I knew it, guys. Knew it. What's he after, though? He knew exactly where to go for it.
This one complete.
This bit is so loud in my ears right now. Oh, I felt that.
Mr. Wyndam-Pryce.
Winifred.
What are you... We need to get you to safety.
Wesley's department has monitored some sort of spatial disturbance on the roof. He asked me to tell Angel immediately.
Come on.
What is my father doing?
The explosion kill you as well.
Yes, I suppose it will.
What are you? Sorry, have to concentrate.
That's so good.
Wesley's on the roof. He needs your help.
I'll go find Wes.
I'm coming with you.
Look, I don't have time
He's
to.
my son.
Eve's stuck in the elevator, so tell maintenance.
Oh, to be honest, I don't even care.
That's our Spike. Is he after Angel? Is he...
Where's Wesley?
But this was never about Wesley. At the strata.
Well, this isn't going to be good.
Don't fight it. Ready for extraction.
Not quite. Hello, Father.
Hello, Father.
You're using the staff of Dever Sin to take Angel's will. Make him your slave. You're wrong about him. He's not what you think.
He's a puppet to the powers that be.
At least Angel's seeing all this, because he may have been doubting Wesley, but...
Did you ever once consider talking to me about it?
You failed me enough for one lifetime.
I do not like this guy.
Fred?
What the hell is going on?
You never had any use for me as a child, and you can't bear the thought of me as an adult. Tell me, Father, what is it that galls you so? That I was never as good at the job as you? Or that I just might be better?
Hand me that stuff.
No.
Now, don't make me shoot you.
Go ahead. But I dropped this. The crystal shatters. So I reckon whether I live or die, your plan has failed.
Maybe, if it's someone you care about.
Holy Jesus. It wasn't actually him, was it? Was it not actually him? Oh my days. Fred's gonna be like, you were willing to kill your father for me.
The perception is I'm weak. That's why they went for me.
You do what you have to do to protect the people around you, regardless of the cost.
True. So true.
Even if you have to make them alone.
It's like Buffy.
That thing knew everything about me.
They had access to the Watchers Council's old files.
I killed my actual dad.
I hardly see how that's the same situation.
Yeah, I didn't really think that one through.
Don't know if you know this, but I killed my mom. Actually, I'd already killed her, and then she tried to shag me.
Very comforted. Right.
Oh, God.
Brett?
Yeah, I knew it.
It's not like you killed your dad either. Part of you knew it wasn't him.
I was sure it was him.
He was threatening your friends.
He was threatening you, so I shot him.
Hi.
Not now. Go away.
And I thought I was going to take you home.
Wesley and I were just...
Go. You should go.
I thought that was going to be the time then that we had some honesty between the two of them. Great time in there, Knox. You're going to ring his dad. That's going to be one awkward conversation.
Hello, Father. How... Nothing's wrong. I just wanted to call, see how you were.
Getting choked up at the end there. I was definitely getting a little bit emotional then. I think the relationship between a parent and a child is, I don't know, it just always hits home for me. Someone that's had a difficult relationship with their parents and stuff, I can kind of relate to Wesley there. And I think this whole, I was going to say incident, but this whole experience that he's gone through, I think should be really eye-opening for him. And I think it's interesting that he decided to call his parents at the end there as well. Because to Wesley in that moment, it was real. He thought he was gonna kill his dad. He admitted that. Not everyone can sort of go through that experience and rewind time the way that he did with this, because it wasn't actually his dad. So it's made him more self-aware of what he would, or the sort of lengths he would go to if he thought his dad was going to threaten anyone that he loved. In particular, Winifred. I think with Wesley as well, it's not simply he's fed up with his parents and, you know, he was just lashing out. This is years and years of torment and grief and struggles and therapy that he's had to go through. And I think the hardest thing for Wesley is the feeling that he's never being heard. I mean, we saw the conversation at the end as well. He was constantly getting interrupted. Through this one, he was... well, it wasn't actually him, but clearly it must be realistic because Wesley bought every second of it. And he was constantly belittling him, being very passive-aggressive, just not being supportive or showing pride for his son and all that he's achieved. And the strongest moment in this episode for me, besides obviously him shooting his dad, which was very dark but and again still powerful, was the scene between him and Angel at the end. And Angel just saying, like, they're wrong. They're not right in what they're saying one bit. You are someone that makes the hard decisions when you have to, even if it's not the rosiest of outcomes at the end of it. You do what needs to be done. You're extremely strong. He's extremely intelligent. And he needs to believe in himself for that more. But with this constant show that his parents have put on him to knock him down, he's tired. He's drained and rushed from years of abuse. I mean, I know abuse is a very strong word, but I do feel as though parents that are like that are abusive, because you're damaging someone that you're supposed to love by your actions and your words. They're just being oblivious to Wesley's feelings and his achievements. Even the line where he said something like, oh, his mother thought he was a prodigy. It's like, that wasn't a necessary line. You didn't, I mean, even if you think that, you don't need to verbalize it. It's like word vomiting. And I'm just against it. I think they should run things through. It kind of reminds me of the relationship in Friends with Monica Geller and her parents, where it was always, you could always do better, or why have you done this, or why have you done that? Never celebrating the wins, but always emphasizing the negatives or the losses. And yeah, it's moments like this that it just reminds me as a parent, I need to emphasize that I don't become that type of parent, you know. I always want to be supportive and raise Grayson's confidence. Definitely don't want to be belittling him in any way. Wesley should be extremely proud of his achievements, and I think him hearing that from Angel as well definitely helped. Obviously the whole Connor thing has been erased from Wesley's mind, but it's well and truly inbuilt in Angel's. He experienced that was real, and he knows it. He has those memories, but he can't discuss them to Wesley because he's not to know. It's got to be a strange situation for Angel to be in there, and I think seeing Wesley protect Angel, I know he said it was because of Fred, but he was protecting Angel as well in that moment, was needed for Angel to realise the lengths that Wesley is going to and why. So it's not to be malicious in any way or to hurt those he loves. He just wants to do what he believes is right, and he stands by that. And I think that was a trait that Angel admired and needed to be reassured of, you know. So Eve was sort of pushing his buttons when it came to Wesley at the beginning of the episode, which I found interesting. But what is really bothering me is her interest in Spike and the line of, oh, Angel wasn't supposed to be the one with the amulet or whatever. As if they've put the steps in place to get to this point, and they did want Spike to take the amulet. I mean, obviously this is all assumptions at this point, I don't actually know, but she has been interested in Spike. The longer looks, the side glances, she's trying to underplay it, but Spike has spotted it straight away, which is good. He's picking up on all of these subtle moments that others are overlooking, and he decided to face her and say exactly what he thought in that moment. I'm wondering if he will think more on the prophecy now, and maybe think that everything that he did was on a much larger scale than what he's downplaying. Because I spoke about this briefly a few episodes ago when Spike was saying, you know, all I did was stand there. And to me, he's always done more than that. But it's as if he downplays those actions. And, you know, he's so quick to remember all the bad stuff that he's done. So he thinks that even the good things that he's done, they're just too small to even take as wins, basically. But again, that's just my opinion on the matter. And I think the Fred and Knox storyline is going to be explored even further. But at this point, I'm really enjoying Wesley and Fred's scenes. And I'm not someone that has heavily shipped them in any way. It's just when they have scenes together, they're extremely heartfelt and serious and heavy. Like even the argument they had at the beginning of this episode, it was so tense. And yeah, I would like more of them. I think that they're going down this triangle route yet again though. Before it was Gunn, Fred and Wesley, and now it's Knox, Fred and Wesley. So yeah, I guess time will tell. Really enjoyed that episode, I genuinely did, and I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you did, give this video a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you could be so kind. But as always, there is no pressure here. I would just love to have you. Massive shout out to all of my members over on YouTube, and a special one to my patrons, especially those in the Mark of Jane tier, sponsoring my content. You are utter beauties, and I can't thank you enough for all of the support that you've given. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, until next time guys, goodbye for now. And before we completely sign off, let's quickly take a comment from the DAC pack. And today I've chosen Absolute Zero, and they say, I get how this one might not be a lot of folks' cup of tea, but it's one of my stone cold favourite Angel episodes, certainly among those that are somewhat one-offs. Monster of the Week types, maybe even a favourite of mine across the entire Buffy the Vampire Slayer universe. Admittedly, being a big wrestling fan might help a little bit. This made me chuckle. Yeah, this is from my 506 reaction, and yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, I can totally understand why that would be a favourite of yours. And to be honest, I didn't hate it. I genuinely enjoyed it. I just felt as though they've had stronger episodes in the past. But I enjoyed them diving into the history and the wrestling, and yeah, we've had a lot of wrestling episodes to go through recently, so yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching though, as always, and don't forget guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of these videos, then don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now guys.